Welcome back to another edition of the Daily Stampede's Film Room. It's your boy, Rob Steeg here, hosting it, DJing it. I don't even know what I contribute to this anymore. But with me, the main event, the big man himself, John Brantley's father, Seth Varnadore, here to break down a special edition of our film room. We're not going into as much analytics of the game. More so, let's look at the positives of the Houston game, right? Got to find some positives out of this.
Yeah, I got to find a silver lining on every cloud, right? So we decided we're going to look at some of the freshmen or some of the newcomers that have made an impact in the game and guys that maybe they can count on going forward. So some of the younger guys, and then a couple of guys a little bit older, but kind of newcomers or coming back from injury type guys. So let's take a look. This will be a short one.
Oh, God.
All right, so we'll start. We're just going to kind of go mostly chronologically through the game here. So we're starting here with little toss read to Brian Battie. So what's the play? All right, so you get down blocks. You're going to be pulling. We're going to leave the defensive end alone. And we're actually going to read the defensive end. So this guy right here, we're going to read him in the backfield. I'm going wide. I'm shuffling. I just read the defensive end. If he goes wide with the running back, I can keep it up in there. If he comes inside with a quarterback or doesn't move, I pitch it out there. So on this particular look, the Houston end kind of squeezes down. Actually, it doesn't really, but the quarterback decides, I guess, that he's got him outflanked here, which isn't a bad decision because Brian Battie is very explosive. And once he gets the ball, that linebacker is not going to catch him. Great balance, and he runs hard. So he's not a big dude, but he runs through a lot of tackles, and he has really good balance that they will keep up. He's a guy I'd love to see more of if we play more games this year. Show me some more Battie. And my wish is my command because we're going to see some more here. So later in the game, similar look, but instead of tossing it, right? Last time he was on this side and we tossed it, he's going to come across, but it's the same read. It's power read, right? Down blocks, pulling around, reading him. And you still got three blockers up here, right? So similar look, getting Battie on the outside, and if you're giving him the ball, you're thinking you're giving it to him with some space because it's a read. So right here, give. He's got some space. Decent blocking downfield. I thought Mitchell Brinkman did a really good job blocking downfield and helping open up some of these bigger runs. But again, the first guy doesn't quite bring him down, and he's got the speed to get outside. Linebacker's got no shot. Kind of bounces off this tackle and picks up 5 more yards, almost 10 more yards. So I think you got to feel pretty good with where you're at with Brian Battie. Here we got a couple freshmen. You got Travis Martian here. This looks to be an RPO. He's running like a slant. Reading probably here. He comes inside for the run. Good pull by the quarterback. You see this is the read man all the way down to here. So there's some space for Omarion Dollison and Travis Marsh. And Marsh puts it in a tight window with a safety coming down to help. And Dollison wins one-on-one. Even with the corner off, he's able to get inside, win, and a good ball with good timing right on the money for a first down. Later in the drive, I believe this is the same drive. You've got, I believe you got some type of mesh concept here where he's actually going to come across there, or it could just be a shallow cross, and then he's out in the flat. Good job of Marsh recognizing he's getting blitz off the edge here. There's nobody on the back. Give it to him right now. And then Batee, again, doesn't let the first guy bring him down right away. He's able to get the first down here with a 9 or 10-yard gain. And if he's able to keep his balance a little bit longer, he might score. But you get the first down on 3rd and long, which they did not convert very many of, and haven't converted very many of all season. And you also get a little Sincere Brown sighting right
here. Ooh.
That's
always rare.
So here is the interception, fumble, whatever you want to call it. But it's the same play, basically. He's in the flat. You get pretty much the same exact thing. If this snap is fielded cleanly, which I don't know if it's a little low maybe, but this isn't a bad snap. This is one that you're a young guy and you may be like, oh crap, I need to get my eyes up real quick. So you kind of take your eyes off of it because you're trying to look up. But if he catches this clean, he's probably throwing it to Batee again. He's going to catch it and get in the end zone, I think. Unfortunately,
we don't need to watch the rest of that play.
You don't catch a snap, you get hit, and then this guy catches it, and stuff happens. So, and then you also get hurt on the play. So kind of a double whammy for Travis Marsh. But I think, as we saw previously, he probably would have gone to Batee if he caught that snap clean, and it probably would have been a touchdown. So you have to feel happy with the play call because the play call was there. But, just kind of some freshman mistakes. Maybe wanting to look at the rush too much instead of making sure I catch the snap first. But this isn't a young guy necessarily, but a newcomer this year that I think is going to be a guy to build on. So these are kind of guys to build on for next year. Latrell Williams is a guy that needs more touches. It's just a straight go route. He goes up and wins it. This is a run play called, but they have stuff packaged with it. It's kind of an RPO, but it's kind of I think it's pre-snap mostly. He might be watching here. He's got the run play. He might be watching here to make sure that guy stays in the box or stays inside the hash. And if he does, I'll pull it and throw it. But Latrell Williams goes up and makes a nice play here, going up over the defender in one-on-one coverage, and that's what they need for an explosive pass play. So he's a guy I think next year with better quarterback play can really explode onto the scene.
And those were the plays that Charlie Strong last year were kind of noting that the team was very much lacking was those explosive kind of one-on-one plays and jump ball wins like that. So
yeah,
nice to see it's finally happening.
Yeah, he was unfortunately he couldn't play at all last year due to transfer rules. The staff, I know people on the staff last year thought he was the best receiver on the roster. He definitely would have helped, but he's playing now, and when they're able to get him the ball, he can make an impact. Here's another one, another kind of underthrown ball here to the forgotten man, Xavier Weaver. I thought after last season he was going to have a really big, not necessarily a big year, but an improved year, a lot of playing time. He's kind of been low man on the totem pole until recently, and he's coming out taking advantage of his opportunity. I mean, going up, this is not a very well-thrown ball. Right here, if this ball is thrown out here and let him run to it, it's probably an easy touchdown. The ball's underthrown. He goes up and plucks it out of people's hands and makes a great catch in traffic. He's another guy he'll be a sophomore next year. This year doesn't count. He was played as a true freshman last year. He'll be a sophomore next year. And he's a guy I think that deserves some more playing time. And I'd love if there's games left, I want to see more of him. And then here's a nice little comeback story here. You got, again, it's the same concept as the one that hit Latrell Williams on earlier. Go route, speed out. Could run here if they wanted to, but I think the quarterback looks out here and sees this kind of cushion And it's just like, all right, I'm going to throw that speed out. The corner bails, throw it. Not the best throw, a little low, but catchable. Get the ball to Terrence Horn. And he's able to use a little bit of that speed, get the first down. If he's able to keep his feet, it might go for a lot more. And that's one that I think if you get a better ball, you know, if this ball's thrown out here and he doesn't have to slow down and kind of stop his feet totally. If he's able to catch that thing on the run, he probably gets up the sideline and now he's in a lot of open space running full speed. He may take that one. So again, you got a guy in a pretty good position. Just a little bit better throw. I think you get a really good play out of it. Now we showed that toss read earlier. He's pulling. These guys are down blocking. Well, now they're going to come off like I'm blocking. Play action off of this. Quarterback does a good job of getting the ball to his hands quickly. It's a tight end with this Chris Carter.
Chris Carter made a catch. Oh, my God.
Good route. Sells the block. Good job setting this up with the earlier toss read to Battie that went for a big game. You have this. Quarterback does a good job with it. Good route, good catch. And then again, another kind of – so this is a – one thing you can see here is they like this look. So you have 3 receivers again. They're going to do what they do out here. But it's again, I'm reading him. I'm pulling this backside guard. But this time I'm going to do it shovel. So the quarterback and tailback are kind of switching responsibilities. The quarterback is the wide guy. The tailback's the inside guy that's following the guard. End gets upfield. Just an easy shovel. And now you got Battie in space. And he's just so explosive. He splits this. He gets in that alley, splits a couple guys. Shoestring tackle brings him down. Almost gets out of it. But another cool little wrinkle off this is that he could actually turn it. The quarterback, if he keeps that, I think, could throw this as well. So it's kind of an interesting, almost triple option type look. But good play design and good kind of wrinkle on a play design you've already run. So for the offensive line, that's the same play run 3 different times. And then all they did is just change the backfield action. So the back and quarterback changed what they did, but the offensive line didn't have to learn a new play or anything. They blocked it the same. And those are the plays that can really give you a lot of variety and help when you're going no huddle. Offensive line's only got to learn one thing, and you can go really fast and then look really diverse schematically. And then you got a nice little rub play. Defensive guys would say it's a pick play, but Dollison does a good job setting it up, winning. Good throw here by McLeod for a touchdown. But good job not going too early. Like, you don't want to go right away and give up the game, right? Good job of getting vertical, waiting for this to cross his face, and then getting flat underneath it. And then good job by the outside receiver not initiating contact. Pretty easy touchdown. So
Very reminiscent of I think just got
Hunter
it 1,000 times. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen this one from him a little bit before. And it's for O'Marion Dawson's first receiving touchdown. Now, this is a bad play, but this is what I like to see. This is an effort play for O'Marion Dawson. This is a guy that's playing receiver. He's on a bunch of the special teams. I think he should be getting even more playing time than he is at receiver. But you see here, he kind of gets clipped with no call. All right, so here he's right here. This is close. It's on the side, but you've seen that get called a clip before, right? He doesn't just stop and look at the ref and put his hands up like, yo, what's up? Where's my clip? He keeps running. You can see he's kind of like, what happened? Where's the clip? But he keeps running. You'll see him actually get back in the play and almost make the play here. That's him. DK Metcalf vibe. But he's unable to make the play.
I never realized how close he was to knocking that out.
But the effort, I think that's something you got to love to see with these young guys is look at the effort. He could very easily just been turned and talking to the ref like, yo, what's up? And there's a couple of illegal blocks on this play. But he runs and tries to get back in there and just about knocks the ball out too. Not only does he almost make a tackle, but you can see here the returner's looking at the ball because Dawson got his hand on it right here and about knocks that thing out. So you want to talk about an effort play and like a culture play? To me, that's a culture play. Is a guy playing that hard, even though he gets legally blocked, he tries to get back in on the play. And that's what you see a lot from the young guys. They're playing hard. They're not quitting. They're doing what they're coached to do. And so that's a good sign going forward. So as bad as the game was, there was kind of positive things, and that's what we wanted to kind of highlight here.
Well, now that the season's over, it's something to look forward to for next year, especially. Obviously, it's going to be a weird offseason. But you can only hope that we get a normal spring practice, normal offseason workouts, and they can refine the playbooks and the personnel and everything, because you can see they're on the cusp of it. You can see the concepts are there.
Yeah.
It's just little things here and there are causing some mistakes.
And the first year is it's a tough balancing act as a coach, and it's hard to do. I've heard some coaches say. And, these are guys that are just kind of career climbers. They're just kind of climbers. They just want to advance their career. And that doesn't strike me how Jeff Scott's. He's not a climber. He's a guy that wants to kind of build something, I think. But some of those climbers will say, hey, man, you get a new job, you go in. I heard a guy say you treat the seniors like an orange. You squeeze them for as much juice as you can, and then you toss them to the side. He's like, don't spend a lot of time on them. Get right to your young guys. Squeeze as much as you can out of them, but don't worry about them too much. But you want to come in and you want these guys to have a good experience their senior year, these upperclassmen. You don't want to just go right to the freshmen and say, all right, I don't care what you guys did in the past. I don't care if you guys put in work for 3-4 years at this university. I'm just going to go with my guys. So you haven't seen that switch from Jeff Scott, which I didn't think you would. He's given the seniors the chance to have a senior year where they're playing, they're getting a good college experience. But maybe now they're starting to train if they play again, which it's a big if at this point. And maybe you'll see some more of these freshmen that we've seen kind of get blended in a little bit more. And it's something I think to look forward to, getting those guys more playing time. And then if not this year, then seeing them in the spring will be pretty fun. But there's definitely some young talent on the team. It just needs a couple things to unlock it.
More time is all I can ask for. Well, Seth, thank you again. You do this every time. You talk me off the ledge every single time. Every time I'm thinking, maybe they're not gonna pull off a win this week, but you talk me back into it every time.
So I'm responsible for all your picks this season. What you're saying?
Yeah.
So those should go on my record, really.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Although I'm upset that my record hasn't changed, even though I called the cancellation. But whatever, we'll live. But again, Seth, thank you for the wonderful insight. Thank you for bringing the positivity that this program so desperately needs. Again, follow us on Twitter. Stampede SBN at Stampede SBN, excuse me. Then at Seth Varnadore, myself at Robert Steeg Life. Give us a follow, give us a like. We'll probably find something to fill the offseason with for however long it takes. We'll start diving into some football movies. Who knows? Maybe even break open the archives a little bit. Go for a little blast from the past, a little teaser for you. So again, Lord, correct. Again, be safe, wear a mask. Obviously, the game this week against Navy has been canceled, so hopefully we get one more game out of the season. I hope it isn't against UCF, and go Bulls.
Happy Thanksgiving if you don't watch any more stuff before then. Be safe.
There you go. Beautiful.